What we have here is a Gaussian splat scene of the Bengaluru Palace that has been processed from an XGrid scan, which we want to import into Jetset on the iOS. We will work through Blender to set up scene locators and then into AutoShot to compile our USDZ file and then send them over to Jetset. We processed our Gaussian splat through LCC Studio software by XGrids, so we will be exporting our splat files out from here. Choose your processed scan and hit the three-dot menu and choose Export. Choose or create a folder and remember it because we will be using that folder a bunch of times. Once done, open the Format drop-down menu and choose Official Gaussian Splat PLY file. Tick both the checkboxes for Export All PLY and Attached Mesh. Just export next, and we'll go to Blender now. Here we are with a fresh Blender scene. To bring it to life, you'll need the Gaussian Splat add-on from Lightcraft. The link is provided. With the add-on enabled, open the right panel in your viewport to access it. Click Import Gaussian Splatting and locate the folder where we exported the splat files to. Open the point cloud folder and one folder deeper. We have 4 levels of resolution, but we will be importing a lower size into our scene, like the point cloud 2. Once it is loaded, you'll notice it is rotated, so just reset the rotation with Alt+R or from the object properties. The default cube is still there. Get out of here, cube. Next, we will import the OBJ mesh that we exported out along with our splat files for a clearer reference. It is located in the same folder as the point clouds folder. It is also rotated upon import, so just reset it with Alt+R. Check that both the mesh and the point cloud objects are in the same position, otherwise reset them with Alt+G. Now you can turn off the point clouds and view only the mesh and work from here. First off, we need scene locators for it to work with Jetset. Hold Shift and right-click at a point where you want a locator. The 3D cursor has moved there, so anything we add will be positioned there. Add an empty arrow object, then go to its object properties, then viewport display, and enable in front checkbox so that we can always see the arrows. The Y arrow is the direction of our default camera view. You can also reposition it but lock the Z axis with Shift+Z while moving so that the locator isn't floating in the air. Now rename the locator with scenelock_ your desired name. I'll just duplicate our scene lock with Shift+D and then Shift+ right-click, add our next location, next Shift+S to bring up the 3D cursor pie menu. With the duplicated scene lock still selected, do the Selected to 3D cursor option. The scene lock has snapped to the 3D cursor, rename it quickly, and I'll just speed through this section with the same steps. There we go, 5 scene locators ready, and I'll just delete the camera and light objects too. We just need the main locator now, i.e. the splat lock. But reset the 3D cursor's position to world origin first, and then add a new empty arrow, and rename it splatlock, _ the name of the file, with the level of detail you wish to take into Jetset. We will be taking the same splat that we imported into Blender, so we'll rename it splatlock, _point, _cloud, _2. You can just copy the name from the point clouds folder and use that if you forget this bit. Now, you can re-enable your Gaussian splat object so that it can be selected and then parented to the splat lock using Ctrl+P and selecting object without inverse. Remember to select the Gaussian splat first and then the splat lock second, because that's the selection order for parenting objects in Blender. Also remember to disable or delete the reference mesh because we don't want it exported with our scene. It is now ready to export, so we go to File, Export Universal Scene Description. For ease, export it directly into your point clouds folder where we imported Gaussians from. Just make a change in the file name. Change the extension to .usdz instead of .usd. Next, open the Models tab in AutoShot and locate the point clouds folder again with the Set button. Your USDZ should appear in the bottom list. Select the USDZ and a point cloud.ply file with Ctrl+click. With them selected together, hit the Embed Images button, and you're good to go. The processed file should come up in a name like filename _m.usdz. You can simply push that Gaussian splat embedded USDZ file to Jetset now. On your Jetset app, it's as simple as tapping the settings icon, and then models, and then the open option. And locate the USDZ file. You may also manually transfer it without pushing it like I did here. It's loaded, and the scene locators we set up in Blender will be available in this menu here. They correspond to the names we gave them, but without the scene lock part. So, there we go, a photorealistic and lightweight Gaussian splat scene on the Jetset app. Go try it out with your Gaussian files.